Today we're reviewing the Venator-Class Republic Attack Cruiser. This 18 plus set comes with 5,374 pieces. We get 4 instruction manuals so that you can have fun building with your friends. In the beginning of manual number 1, you get some basic information about the Venator. Inside the big box are 2 smaller boxes with some really nice Revenge of the Sith box art, which is interesting because this Venator is based off of the Clone Wars. The 2 figures in this set are Captain Rex and young Admiral Yularen. They both are packed in the very last bag, bag number 48. Starting with Admiral Yularen, this is the first time that LEGO has ever made a Republic officer. He may look a little bland, but he is actually stunningly accurate. He comes with a unique brown hairpiece which looks really good. He has a double-sided face, one smug face, and then one kind of tense face showing his teeth. On his torso, he has his rank and a very accurate looking uniform. No arm printing, unfortunately. Then something I love is that LEGO included dual molded legs, something they should do way more often. Now on to Rex. There are some very good things about this figure, and then there are some very bad things. Rex's helmet still continues the trend of the ugly looking misplaced helmet holes. His visor is way too narrow. If it was to be accurate, it would stretch almost all the way back to those helmet holes. The lines that come down from his visor are solid blue. There should be like a gold color in there as well. Rex comes with a unique face print, being that it has a bandage above his eyebrow, symbolizing that he removed his inhibitor chip. Fortunately, Rex does have a cloth pauldron, but it should be about half the size it is. I don't like that it covers his entire arm. One of the biggest saving graces of this figure is that he's actually the first clone that we ever get arm printing with. And it looks pretty good. It'd be amazing if this could become a staple in the clone army. One issue I have with the torso of Rex is his ammo pouch is so big it covers up his entire breastplate on the right side. It just looks goofy. And then in this $650 adult collector set, Rex is another victim of a printed waist cape. Overall, the ball was kinda dropped on Rex, and he could have been so much better. Both figures can just stand on the display stand next to this nicely printed display tile, which has all the specs of the Venator. Then to the right of that is this nicely printed Clone Wars 20th anniversary brick. Now for the 43-inch monster that is the Venator. Overall, this ship has amazing details. There are some pros and cons to this being based off the Clone Wars and not Revenge of the Sith though. On top, there are several dark bluish gray indents mixed in with the light bluish gray. This is accurate to Clone Wars, but in Revenge of the Sith they didn't have these. But personally, I think it looks really good and adds a nice touch of detail. The red line going down the center of the ship accurately represents the Clone Wars style, where it is not straight, it has an indent on both sides. There's an astronomical amount of detail on both sides of this ship. On either side, we also have a turbo laser cannon. They don't move, but they can come off very easily, so be careful. Then as we move further down the ship, there are side hangers on both sides. On one side, the blast doors are shut and nothing's coming out, while on the other, they're open and you can see a mini gunship flying out. The detailing up to the front of the bridges is immaculate. On top, both bridges are red, symbolizing a command ship from the Clone Wars, which is not seen in Revenge of the Sith. Personally, I'm a huge fan of this, as I love the splash of color. Although it would be cool to get a few more Venators and color swap the bridges to make a fleet. On both sides of the bridge, there are 4 turbo lasers. Technically they can spin, but they're not really meant to. They'll come off really easily. There's no interior to this ship, which doesn't bother me that much. If you remove the panels, you'll just see a lot of Technic. This set comes with 6 large stickers, which is very disappointing. These Republic logos are stickers. Right above those are some extra details that are stickers. And then on the back tail, there are 2 large stickers as well. This is unfortunate because the bigger the sticker is, the more likely it'll peel in the future. For $650, we should have gotten some nice printed pieces. On the back of the bridges, there is actually a lack of detail, but it is accurate to the Clone Wars style. This is one place that the Revenge of the Sith style is 100% better, as it would have been nice to get some of that extra detail they have in Episode 3. On the back, there are the huge engines, and they look great. They do sag a little bit, but it's not super noticeable unless if you touch it and try and push it up. On the underside, everything is completely studded. They even have the bottom hangar bay down there, which I really like that attention to detail. There are 2 stands on either side of the ship, and they are super sturdy. You won't really have any issues of this going anywhere. A big eyesore for me is that the front half and back half of the ship don't flushly fit together. As you can see, the back half's plate is slightly elevated above the front half. It just doesn't look that great. To pick the ship up, I would recommend picking it up from the middle, right in between the 2 stands. If you lift it from the back tail, some of the plates can come off pretty easily. Alright, my final thoughts on this set. I overall really like it. I think they dropped the ball on Captain Rex. They should have definitely tried a bit harder to get some more detail. And a cloth waist cape, their excuse for years has been it's hard for kids to put a cloth waist cape on, but this is an adult collector set, so Rex definitely should have had a waist cape. And if they're going to charge such a high price point, it shouldn't have these big stickers. Just print the pieces. There's 6 overall. Just print the 6 pieces. That would make this set far superior. And then these gaps, I don't know exactly what they could have done, but it would have been nice if this all fit together nice and flush. But overall, I love the set. I would give this probably a 9.1 out of 10. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.